Anyway, so Joshua lost to Andy Ruiz last night. Pretty big upset, obviously, everybody thought. But anyway, just thought I'd get my 2 cents in there. Made a bit of money on the fight. I was telling a lot of people during the week, I don't know why they're riding off Ruiz so heavily, considering, like on some of the betting sites, at least where I am, that him paying fucking, what was it, $11? Josh was like $1 something and he was $11. So obviously you got your money there, and then you got to work out the nonsense of round betting, like, you know, 1-3-3 to this to that. It's paying like $250. Like, that's just what? Like, I don't understand how they can discredit somebody who has had over 100 heavyweight amateur fights. Like, I don't understand, like, how they think it. Not to mention his height, his stature. Obviously, he doesn't really look like a competitive athlete, but you got to consider the amount of fights he's had. He's had more fights than Joshua, 30 fights. He's lost once to Parker, and that was a bit of a how you going moment, considering, you know, some people says it was stolen, other people said it could have been a draw, or it could have been given to Ruiz. But anyway, look at the sort of caliber of opponents Joshua's faced. Yeah, and I'm not saying Klitschko isn't any good. I'm not saying Povetkin isn't any good. What I'm saying is that he hasn't fought somebody with the skill level at what they do, and that's getting on the inside and working, avoiding the shots on the outside. It's a completely different ball game. Anybody who's boxed before will tell you that the skill level, like, from an outside fighter's perspective to an inside fighter's perspective, there is no, you're not just going to walk in on an outside fighter. You're not just going to let an inside fighter walk in on you, because clearly that's what he does. He fights on the inside, and when he gets in there and when he lets his hands go, that's what happens. And it's like he said in the pre-fight interviews, everybody thinks I'm just a little fat Mexican, but when I get in there and let my hands go, it's a different story. And you got to consider the heavyweight division is good at the moment. There's no doubt about it, considering what it used to be, and obviously that boring Klitschko era. But the skill level isn't as high as you see in the other divisions. And I'm not taking anything away from the athletes. I'm not taking anything away from the heavyweight boxers. The only one who's got real skill that was shown in his hands and his head movement is Tyson Fury. Deontay Wilder, yep, there's no taking anything away from him. Again, 40-something knockouts, whatever it might be. Wiped out Brazil in his last fight in the first round. But technically speaking, you don't see much. So when you have somebody as technically skilled as Andy Ruiz come in, it's not as surprising as I thought, or at least odds-wise. I don't understand how people wrote him off so much. And it will be great and interesting to see what he does now. I mean, he's probably going to get the rematch with Joshua. Obviously, that's what Eddie Hearn would want to do, I'm assuming. But either way, new champ, easy money. Don't write off the underdog, or at least don't make him an underdog until you know the backstory of him. Because as everyone saw last night, it ain't as easy, or it ain't as simple as, you know, the boxing math that seems to happen these days, where Joshua beats Joseph Parker and Anthony Ruiz loses Joseph Parker, so therefore Joshua must win. No, doesn't work that way. And yeah, didn't work that way. Didn't work that way last night, and it was easy money, and it's going to keep being easy money if they don't do their research, they don't do their homework. Anyway, I'm going to start uploading my opinions on shit. If you guys like it, you know, like or subscribe, whatever you got to do. Anyway, peace.